Okay, so we're about to break down a really powerful script for a day of serious discipline. But I want you to look closer, because this isn't just a schedule. It's more like a blueprint for turning simple, everyday actions into who you are at your core. Let's deconstruct day 72.
Everything starts with this one idea. You see, day 72 isn't just a number on a calendar. It's a tipping point. It's the moment where high performance stops feeling like something you have to try to do, and it just becomes your new baseline. Strength is your normal. So what does a day built on that kind of standard actually look like?
You know, a day built on strength doesn't start with some massive, impossible task. It actually begins with one super simple action that just sets the tone for everything else. It's all about starting the day with a win, right from the get-go.
And here's a concept that's absolutely crucial. Elite performance isn't built on some secret, complicated strategy. It's built on doing the fundamentals perfectly over and over again. And the very first fundamental of the day, well, it's the simplest one of all.
That's it. That's the rule. Before coffee, before you even think about looking at your phone, before anything else, you hydrate. It's the non-negotiable action that kicks the whole day into gear.
I know, it sounds almost too simple, right? Why is this one little act so important? Well, this is where we really start to see the intent behind every single choice in this routine. Let's break it down.
Okay, here's the why. First, you've been asleep for hours, so your body is naturally dehydrated. This immediately starts to fix that. It also gets your muscles prepped for the work that's about to come. But honestly, the most important part might be that it's a mental trigger. It's a clear signal to your brain and body that, hey, the performance day is officially begun.
So, with that foundation set, it's time for the first major event of the day, the workout. But the focus here isn't just on, going through the motions. It's about the whole philosophy behind the training itself.
This is the key difference between just exercising and truly training. Anybody can go lift a weight, but to train with intent means that every single part of what you're doing has a purpose. It's a mental game that completely transforms the physical act.
So what does intent actually look like when you're doing it? Well, it comes down to these three pillars. Number one, strong posture. That's to make sure you're firing up the right muscles and avoiding injury. Number two, controlled reps. You're using your muscles, not just momentum, to move the weight. And number three, focused breathing. This is what connects your mind to your body and unlocks your real power and endurance.
After you've demanded all that work from your body, it's time to refuel. But the way nutrition is handled here, it's not about separate meals. It's one cohesive, all-day strategy that's designed for one thing and one thing only: peak performance.
The very first meal has a laser-focused job. You've just spent an hour breaking down muscle fibers, so your body needs the raw materials to repair them and grow stronger. A protein-rich breakfast isn't just about feeling full. Its main job is to kickstart that strength and recovery process immediately.
This same thinking applies to every bite you take, even snacks. It's not about good foods versus bad foods. It's a much simpler question. Is this snack going to support my long-term goals, or is it just feeding a short-term impulse? Every choice is a disciplined one.
Now for the main meal of the day, lunch. The guiding principle is balance. And this isn't about restriction, it's about smart, strategic construction. Every single thing on that plate has a specific job to do.
So here's how that balance actually works. Carbs, they are not the enemy. They are essential fuel for your physical and mental energy. The protein is still on duty, rebuilding muscle, and the veggies are delivering all those crucial micronutrients for your overall recovery. See, every part works together.
So you might think that after a tough workout and a solid lunch, it's finally time to kick back and relax. But in this system, even recovery is an active process. The work never really stops, it just changes form. So why is this a non-negotiable part of the routine? Why not just put your feet up? What is it about a simple 10-minute walk that's so critical for keeping the day's momentum and performance standard high? Well, here's the answer. First, a little bit of light movement helps with digestion, so your body can use that fuel more efficiently. Second, and this is a big one, it helps you avoid that afternoon energy crash that so many of us get. And third, it just reinforces the mindset. It's another small, disciplined action that keeps the momentum going forward. As the day starts to wind down, the fueling strategy shifts again. Now, it's all about preparing for tomorrow. Light fuel keeps you mentally sharp without making you feel stuffed and heavy. And a simple meal is easy for your body to process, which means it can focus on rest and repair overnight, instead of on heavy digestion.
So we've walked through all the actions of the day, the hydration, the training, the fuel. But it's what happens when you stack all these actions together day after day that leads to the real transformation. This is where we go beyond just a simple routine.
The day's tasks are done. Every box has been checked with intent. But the day isn't just over. With every one of those actions, something fundamental was being reinforced. An identity was being built.
And this, right here, is the ultimate payoff. Because after 72 days of doing this consistently, with purpose, it just stops feeling like a struggle. It's not about willpower anymore. It becomes automatic. It just becomes who you are.
This is the real goal. The whole point of this structured day isn't just to be fit or to eat well. It's to forge an identity where your natural default state is strength, discipline, and high performance. The actions you take are just an expression of the person you've become.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. When you no longer have to wake up and decide to be disciplined, because discipline is just what you are, what else becomes possible? What new standards can you set for yourself when your very identity is built for performance?
Thanks for watching. Every repetition counts. Every day matters. Stay consistent. See you in the next video.